Hey, how's it going, folks? Stacker Noob UK back once again with another silver stacking video. Hope you're all doing really well. Now, small disclaimer, similar to the last video, there may be a little bit of background noise in today's video. I apologise for that. The windows are open in my house by necessity once again. However, it's not the weather this time that's the problem. It's cooler today in London. The issue this time is that I was out of the house for a couple of days and I left the bins full and I didn't empty them, and the house got a little bit stinky. So that's why the windows are open, and that's why you can currently hear Donald Trump's helicopter caravan flying over as I look out the window. I would move the tripod, but I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to reset it again. So if you can hear that, that's what that is. That's interesting to see. Good timing. Anyway, so thank you for the support of the last video. That was really great. It's been well received so far. Really happy about that. And like I say, I reiterate, group ordering on the silver forum is the way to go. If you're in the UK and you want to buy any sort of size of silver, you'll get it much cheaper doing it through the group orders on the silver forum. But I digress. I picked up on that video 5 of the Incus maple leaves, which are an absolutely beautiful coin. The indent in the coin is kind of makes it really classy. I'd say this is probably my favourite iteration of the maple now. I think it's really cool actually, and I'm really happy that I picked these up. And I did mention that these would make a serious contribution to the completion of this, my maple tube. And if you've got any Rain Men among my viewers, you might notice that there are 25 coins here. I have now completed this tube of maples, which I'm extremely happy about. So I thought I'd just give you a quick update on what it is I've been buying in the background, because I haven't unboxed some of these coins and there are some real treasures in here. So let's go through it. So we have the 5 Incus maples here, which are just beautiful. And we have a one singular 2015 here, which is the 2nd year of the radio design. And again, got this off the silver forum, guys, so please do join. And they're not paying me to say these things, by the way. I just, as I say, I like to pass on information I think would be helpful to other stackers in the UK. Then we have 1, 2, 3 2013s, which I think we've had from the start. The 2013 goes back to the old school design of kind of just a flat, shiny surface. It's actually striated as well. I don't know if you can see the striations in it, but that's kind of like where the metal's been rolled. You can see it kind of just about there. Can you see that? But anyway, so that's basically what the maple design was for about 25 years. It was essentially this design, didn't really change. And we can see that in the 2012s. As you can see, same kind of design. It sounds like the Trump helicopter caravan is coming back for another pass. Interesting. Maybe it's not them then. I don't know what they're doing. And then we have the 2011s, which I have a few of now. Again, off the silver forums, I got all these, and I got them dead cheap. You're talking 14 to 15 pounds. So not going to complain there. And then one coin that hasn't been revealed yet on my channel is the 2010. Again, not too much to see here. I didn't get this off the silver forum. This was actually an eBay purchase, which is always a risk, but I can confirm this one is genuine according to my measurements. So there you go, the lovely 2010. We have the 2008 and 2007 coins as well, which again, same design. And you guys have already seen these if you follow my progress. And I know some of you do follow my progress. At least a handful of you have watched almost every video, and I really appreciate that. So there you go, there's 2008 and 2007. But now we're getting to the real treasures. So I'm gonna hide that one actually. So here we have a 1988 silver maple. Now those of you who know a bit about the history of the silver maple will know that this was the very first iteration of the silver maple, and you can see the design of the Queen's head there is very different to what we're used to on the maples these days. Much younger design, obviously, but yeah, 1988. That was a pretty good pickup. I got this on eBay. Again, I've confirmed that it's real, and I got it for like £17 or something, which is a shocker, really. Like, I can't believe it. This is if you're going to collect the silver maples, you're going to have the very first one, in my opinion. And 1988, it was. I think there was about 1 million of these minted, about 1 million. So, you know, it's one of the rare ones by a long, long way. And I got it for a very good price, so very, very happy with that. But honestly, guys, the crown jewel of my maple tube, and I did want to have a variety of maples in my tube. You know, I didn't want to just have a stock, you know, full of 2013s or 2016s or 2018s or whatever it might be. I wanted to have a little variety in my stack. Although I want a whole tube, you know, I want to enjoy my silver, so I want to have some interest in it. Have a bit of a, you know, have a look at it sometimes and go, oh, that one's interesting. Oh, that one's different to that. You know, I know that probably won't make sense to some people, but to others it might. But anyway, the real crown jewel of my maple collection is this one here. Now you might look at it and think there's nothing too astonishing about it. It's in pretty good nick. Obviously not one of the brand new ones, but not in bad nick. But this is the kicker. This is a 1997 Canadian silver maple leaf. Now, again, if you know anything about the Maple Leaf series, you will know that 1997 is the sought after year in Maple Leafs. Only 100,000 of these were minted. And for a government minted coin, 100,000 is nothing. Compare that to some of the more recent mintages of the maples, which go into the tens of millions. So this is an incredibly rare maple leaf here. Very hard to get hold of, but I did get it for a pretty decent price of about £25. I've seen these going on eBay for upwards of 40, and some sites like AppMex, for example, charge $95 for one of these. So there we go, guys. Very, very pleased with that. And again, it's a slightly different design of head. So you have the younger head of 1988, of course, then a sort of middle-aged head here. And then we've got the sort of granny perm head that we have now. No disrespect to Her Majesty, of course, but I say what I see. Anyway, guys, that was it. That was just a little quick update of how my maple progress is going. We are now finished. I will not be collecting any more maples for the foreseeable future. I've reached a goal and I'm incredibly pleased, and I thought I would share that goal with you. So let me know your thoughts on the variety in my my tube of maples, and be sure to check out my next videos, which I'll be trying to upload a more regular basis. Alright guys, thanks very much, take care of yourselves, and cheers.